The year is 2026, and the silence regarding artificial intelligence ethics has finally been broken. For years, we debated theory while algorithms made life-altering decisions in healthcare, finance, and criminal justice without a soul to answer for. Today, that changes. New reports from Reuters reveal a breakthrough in global AI regulation that moves beyond vague principles into hard enforcement. We are looking at the EU AI Act taking full effect, new compliance frameworks for agentic risks, and a shift where data privacy is no longer optional. It is foundational. In this video, we will dissect how these regulations force transparency in high-stakes scenarios, why neurosymbolic architectures are becoming the gold standard for governance, and what this means for your digital future. Let's start with the most immediate shift, the death of the move fast and break things era in critical sectors. We used to operate under the assumption that ethics could be patched on later, but the new regulatory landscape demands a different approach. As Reuters highlights, the distinction is now clear. If you do not have data ethics built from day one, you cannot claim to possess AI ethics at all. This isn't just corporate speak, it is a legal mandate. Consider the impact on criminal justice sentencing algorithms. Under these new rules, transparency in decision-making processes directly correlates with human trust and judicial oversight. A black box algorithm that recommends a sentence based on unverified historical biases can no longer operate in U.S. federal courts or EU jurisdictions without rigorous external auditing. The regulations specifically target agentic AI, systems capable of acting autonomously, and impose strict liability when these agents make errors. We are seeing penalties skyrocket for non-compliance, with fines reaching into the billions for systemic failures rather than individual glitches. This forces companies to move from reactive damage control to proactive governance structures where every data point entering a model is vetted against ethical guidelines before it ever sees light of day. How do we actually achieve this level of transparency? The answer lies in the architecture itself, specifically through the rapid adoption of neurosymbolic AI. This technology merges the pattern recognition power of neural networks with the logical reasoning capabilities of symbolic systems. In plain language, it means your AI can learn from massive datasets, but must also adhere to a set of immutable rules defined by human logic. This is particularly crucial for sectors like healthcare and cloud security. Imagine an AI diagnosing a rare disease. Under neurosymbolic governance, if the neural network suggests a treatment plan that violates established medical protocols or contradicts patient-specific constraints, the symbolic layer blocks it immediately. The architecture enforces accountability at the code level. We are seeing this deployed in major financial institutions where algorithmic trading and HR hiring decisions now run on hybrid models that can explain exactly why a decision was made, citing specific rules rather than probability scores alone. This bridges the gap between raw computation and human understanding, ensuring that when an AI makes a mistake in a high-stakes scenario, we know exactly which logical rule failed, not just which statistical pattern emerged. However, the path forward is not without its complexities. While individual nations like the United States and members of the European Union are setting aggressive standards, the true breakthrough lies in global harmonization. Currently, we face a fragmented landscape where an AI tool compliant in London might be illegal in New York or Beijing. The new reports suggest a pivot toward international treaties that standardize definitions for risk and bias. This is difficult because cultural norms regarding privacy and data usage vary wildly. For instance, the U.S. executive order was a massive first step to generate momentum, but it lacks the teeth of the EU AI Act's enforcement mechanisms. The challenge now is creating a unified framework that respects sovereignty while preventing bad actors from exploiting regulatory arbitrage. If a tech giant can train a model in a jurisdiction with lax data privacy laws and then sell it globally without those protections being enforced, the entire ethical framework collapses. We need a system where foundational strong data privacy regulations are recognized universally, ensuring that a user's rights do not depend on their geographic location. The next few years will define whether we achieve this harmonization or remain in a patchwork of conflicting laws. So what does this mean for you as an individual and professional navigating this new landscape? It means that trust in technology is no longer blind. It is earned through verification. When you interact with banking apps, hiring platforms, or legal assistance, look for the shift from black box promises to transparent audit trails. The era of trusting an algorithm solely because a corporation says it's safe is over. For developers and business leaders, this implies a complete overhaul of R&D budgets. You must allocate significant resources not just to model training, but to data ethics teams and neurosymbolic integration. It also means that the definition of competence for an AI system now includes its ability to be explained. In high-stakes scenarios like emergency response or criminal sentencing, the human operator needs to understand the reasoning behind every automated suggestion. This transparency is what allows humans to intervene effectively when things go wrong. The future belongs not just to the smartest models, but to the most accountable ones. We are standing at a pivotal moment where artificial intelligence is being reshaped by hard-won regulations and smarter architectures. The shift from theoretical ethics to enforceable law ensures that data privacy remains our bedrock, preventing future abuses in critical sectors like justice and healthcare. As global harmonization efforts take shape, we move closer to a world where AI serves humanity with transparency rather than opacity. If you want to stay ahead of these developments and understand how this new regulatory era impacts your industry, make sure you like this video and subscribe for more deep dives into the future of technology. Let us know in the comments. Do you believe neurosymbolic AI is the key to solving our ethical challenges?